And we are back. So
I bet his children will be safe.
of course they will. And he just bought up. Did he buy up 1,000,000 or plus acres, or a couple 100,000 acres of land, of farmland?
What for?
What for? Well, if you control the food, you control the people.
Yeah, that's true.
So how do you know he's not the Antichrist? I'm not saying he is. He doesn't have the pizzazz. A lot of people can't stand looking at his face. I know I'm one of them that can't.
Well, I'm sure he would.
And he charms everyone.
Because he's
he
good.
Like I said one day,
you said the Antichrist is bald or whatever.
Yeah, he is. That's what I said.
But he could take different forms.
Oh yeah, but here's the thing. I remember one time, I looked at Lindy, and I was like, I really don't want to say this, but I have to. I have to stick to my convictions. I said, as much as, I don't care what anybody thinks, as much as I love Trump, and I did love me some Trump, okay? I'm serious. I love Trump. As much as I did when he was making these peace agreements for Israel.
Oh, you were starting to wonder?
I said to Lindy, I said, if he gets that peace treaty signed between the Palestinians and Israel, I'm not liking Trump no more because I know who he is. I'm not.
I got a little worried about it too.
I'm not. But that's not what he did. And
remember, I looked at you and I was like, this is a little concerning.
Yeah, because you had, and it was very concerning because you have people that would go to these Trump rallies, and he would draw so many people, and he was just such a sensation. And now he's getting these peace treaty signs. I'm thinking, holy shit! But then I was like, no, it can't be him because the other half of the nation hates him. He would have to sway like most people. And in the Bible, it says that the Antichrist is even going to trick men of God.
Yeah.
Like, they're going to be fooled. This is why you have to know what that Bible says so you're not fooled, because that's what you have to hang on to.
Make the people that don't take the mark, they're going to make them look like they're weird.
Well, that's already happening. Let's talk about that, because I'm giving you the real news now.
Yeah.
The White House 3 weeks ago, Biden had one of these anti-terrorist psychologists, whatever, look up to see what the biggest threat to the United States was as far as active terrorists. Mm-hmm. And apparently it's Christians.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it's Christians. Actually, I'm going to see if I can...
Who the hell are we out killing?
Exactly. But anyway, it's supposedly Christians. And I got to tell you who wrote up this article for Biden. His name is Muhammad something. So he's a Muslim. He's a Muslim, number one. So you have a Muslim telling the White House, picked by Biden, that the greatest threat, and this is what he said, his words, the greatest threat to the United States are Christians, and that they must be annihilated and treated as active terrorists.
Yeah, I did hear that.
Yes. Now he handed it over to him. So it's like, this is what they are telling people. So, I mean, this is what the White House has their, their groups that look for active terrorists and things like that on the lookout for Christian people.
What's their basis, though? What's their foundation for that?
Well, because the Muslim told them so. But that's what I don't get. You have a Muslim.
But where are the facts, though?
Well, there are no facts to it. It's this is what Biden wants to hear, and this is what Biden wants to put in place, and that's it. It's just how it goes.
That's messed up.
It is. It is, but nonetheless, I'm just telling you that he had that report sent to him 3 weeks ago. Now, whether he told him to say that or not,
right?
I don't know. I have no idea. But that is what happened. Well, it was a Muslim guy said that Christians are the greatest threat to the United States.
I would like for you to get.
I will look up his name and I will give it to people. It's Muhammad something.
I would like for you to get some of our listeners out there to get in touch with us, come up with some ideas of how to survive this, what's coming.
Well, it's going to be very hard, It's just this, but I'm telling you, start now.
Ideas.
Oh yeah, if you guys have ideas, send an email.
Like, maybe we could do something with a coding system.
Yeah, but it only takes so many people before people start turning against each other.
It's true.
Are you really willing to trust people?
What other choices do you have?
You know what? Lindy
There's power
said.
in numbers.
Listen, Lindy said the
Hold
same
on.
thing you're saying, Steve.
There's power in numbers.
And I fixed that with her brain.
Dee Dee, there's power in numbers. If you get enough people, like-minded people, to stick together that you can trust, that's the key. Being able to trust them. And having an underground system, it could maybe work.
That's right. Maybe. Oh my God, you gotta move them big old legs. She's gonna fall on you.
But what I'm saying is...
Yeah, because there's no point in me telling you guys
you either give
what
up,
to store up and save. You know what to do there. This is something entirely different.
I mean, maybe we could have a tunnel system. Have food stored in one place. Have a place that we mark like by alphabet, letters, that we know there's a water source. Have another code for where people are going to be that you can meet up with. There's got to be some way, a system, that, we could survive this.
The only thing as far as a radio communication would be like shortwave radio. And in a time of emergencies, you don't need a license for that. Like technically, since they declared a pandemic and locked everybody in their house, everybody could have got their like ham radio and stuff, and you wouldn't even have needed a license for it at that time. But a lot of people don't know that. You could have been communicating with everyone. But now, like I said, I could tell you what to do as far as what to store up, things that last long, how to store it, how to preserve it. I could tell you all that. I could tell you how to create extra areas in your house to hide things and store things, but that's not going to matter when it's to where you have to take the mark. That's not going to do you any good. You have to start preparing now for that, and you have to start thinking about how you're going to handle it mentally is most important. How are you going to handle it mentally? Because if you can't handle it mentally, you're going to go off the deep end and you're going to end up dying anyway. That's what's going to happen. So enough of that. Now, people have asked me about this vaccine thing. And people want to copy the vaccine paperwork to say that they had it when they really didn't. Don't do that. I'm going to tell you now, don't do that.
Yeah, it's not a good idea.
And the reason for that is because you will get 1 year in prison and a $5,000 fine, and it doesn't matter because the Pentagon has already created. I thought they were actually creating it, but they already did it. A chip that they can inject you with, and they are going to start pushing this injectable chip. That they say it's to let them know that you have the virus in your body, that it's to help you. Bullshit. I call bullshit. So we are progressing very quickly into Antichrist territory. They are setting us up for it. Huh?
How would they inject a chip?
It's very tiny. It's injected through a needle.
That's small.
Yeah, and they want to put it in your hand. So go figure.
Yeah.
Know what the Bible talks about?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I believe when it says they want to inject it in the hand. Hold on.